Brittany.
I'm Nicole.
And we're those girls. Welcome to episode 18 of our podcast. Today we're interviewing Phil Chung with Guild Mortgage. Phil, it's so nice to see you.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thanks for the invite.
What's up, buddy?
How was everything?
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Yeah, a little rough morning, but we'll get to it.
Car trouble.
Extremely, yeah.
That's a
Freaking
bummer.
dealership. They just not good.
No.
Trying to behave here.
You don't have to behave.
I had a word, but I don't think I should use it.
You should get in trouble for once. I'm always the one that's in trouble. So.
We're all just be yourself.
Okay.
Just be yourself. So, car trouble this morning, mortgages, and
even more trouble, but go ahead.
Yeah, it's like not really fun right now.
Wait, we don't talk about it today?
We can talk about like a little bit, but I don't know. What do we want to say about it?
Go buy a house.
Go buy a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy a house.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You guys can figure out the rates at a later date.
Who cares about the rate?
Yeah, who cares about the rate? Just buy the house.
Buy the house, build wealth, and go from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's your biggest
Easy.
asset, owning a home.
It is.
Mhm.
Definitely is.
For sure.
So how long have you been with Guild?
We got bought out probably, I would say now is almost 2 years, maybe a little bit over 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So prior to that, I was with Residential Mortgage Services, which
Okay.
is known as RMS. So the total of the two company over 7 years.
7
Yeah.
years? And so you've been in mortgages for 7 years, or were you with another company before that?
I was with another company, a mom and pop broker shop for 3 years. And then prior to that, which was the 08. So I was working pretty much everywhere for like a year and a half. And then prior to that, I was in the mortgage business. So on and off almost 20 years.
Very nice.
It's a long time.
It's a long
How
time.
have I known you?
That's kind of personal.
No, we know each
I've
other
known
from
you
our
for like
best
3
friends.
months.
I would
Yeah.
say
From the wedding. Maybe that's the first time I met you?
Yes, that's the first time.
Yeah.
And were you my date for the wedding?
No,
were
No,
not
you
my
were
was
the
date.
date for the
with,
comedy club.
Who was my date? Remember? I can't
don't
remember.
So we know each other from our best friends getting married. And that was how long ago?
Oh my
At
God.
least 10 years.
How old is that kid?
Probably 10 years.
10 years, close to 10
Yeah,
years. Yeah.
Almost
close
10
to-
years.
definitely
So
close
our
to
best
10
friends have
years,
been
yeah.
married for 10 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're not married.
I was about to say, so
It's leading into our
leading
concept
into
today.
our concept today is, so you guys met through someone getting married.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic. We're all divorced here. We've all
Yeah.
been divorced. So we thought it'd be really fun today to talk about what the dating scene is like out there.
It's absolutely terrifying, but it's like a horror show.
No, when you get lucky, it's good.
See, male, female perspective. This will be
besides
very
that,
different.
you have to work a lot, and it's a mess. I mean, it's maybe just me. I mean, those
No, it's a mess.
I don't know. I mean, it's not easy.
It's a total
guess.
mess.
Okay.
Mess is putting it lightly.
This has been it lately. So one question I have is like, how many people are you talking to like?
I was gonna say how many people you've been dating. I'm like, what?
I was like, if you're jumping into we're going numbers right out of the gate.
No, but
Wow.
like, so like I'm not out dating, so like I don't know like what it's like, but like I hear from Nicole that like it's difficult. But like, how many people are you talking to before like you actually like be like, hey, I want to go out and like meet you? Like,
Is this like if you're on a dating app?
however, like like I know you met someone on Instagram at some point.
I did. Facebook.
Facebook, right?
Mhm.
So like, however you're talking, well, how do people find people these days? Is it really just
Phil, how do you find people?
How do you find people, Phil?
Well, let's keep it PG here.
You don't have to.
You literally don't have to.
Most of the time, I just meet people through friends and at the bar, at the same places I go to for lunch and dinner, and just happen
Okay.
to strike a conversation.
That's like a natural way to
Right,
I would rather
natural.
I would rather meet people
Yeah,
that way.
That's super
100%.
cool.
Yeah.
I like it better that way because as soon as you actually see somebody at the bar or at the restaurant, there's certain eye contact that you can actually get. If you can actually have a certain feelings that if that person even want to have a conversation or like they want to look at you or not. But
Yeah.
freaking looking at the app, you'd be like, okay, now should I say something funny? Should I say something stupid?
Okay, so now leads into my next question, Phil. What is your go-to line to meet someone?
I don't have a go-to line. I mean, I just whip up a couple $100 bill and then ask them if they want to have a drink. I don't know.
And on a dating app, you can't send. Number one, you can't send photos if you're on the app.
Okay.
Did you know that? There's no photo
No, I don't know
sending.
anything.
So number two, you could not flash your $100 bills on the dating app. So you have to actually talk.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually, well, I wouldn't even consider that as talking. It's just
It's
like,
awful.
like, what do you actually, like, how do you type? I mean, I know how to type, but like, what's the right, like, what do you actually say? Your very first opening, like, what?
Right. What do you say? Hi.
Besides hi, like, I like your profile, like, really? I mean, like, I like your interests. Like, I don't know. I'm. Let's put it this way. I strike out on the online app. I
So
hate it.
you have a better
percentage
of going if you're just
have a
out
date, yes.
in public.
In public, yes.
Okay.
I don't. I mean, maybe I need to take a lesson. Maybe I should Google
No,
it.
don't.
Like, seriously.
Because from the girl's
Right.
perspective,
Yep.
so I quit dating apps in like December. Just
Okay.
quit. They sucked. It was awful. I did it for like 6 months. It was horrible. So this
That's
is
what my ex-wife
and-
said too.
and I'll tell you. So maybe
So you guys
this
still talk. Okay.
maybe this will be good for guys to hear this.
Okay.
And I get it. It's weird just to start a conversation. Every single conversation starter is, "Hey, beautiful.
Yeah.
Really love something." They'll pick your hair, your eyes, your tits, whatever it is. They'll
Okay.
Some of them are rude right off the bat. You know, they're just trying to hook up. That's fine.
Okay.
You told me what you're about. And some of them fake it for a little while. And they're like trying to pretend they're actually trying to date. They're not. None of them. I'd say
Wow.
like
Are you
90% of
learning
them are not.
anything, Phil?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do any of that. Like, I don't know. I just don't like online dating.
And then-
I
Okay.
don't get it.
And
I
then
mean,
it
like,
turns
I do,
into
but
very
it's crazy.
quickly, do you have Snapchat? Do you want to FaceTime? Or can I have your phone number within like 10 minutes? That's a hard no. Because like,
Wait, why
Red
are we,
flag.
Why are we faced?
because they want photos. Number one, they always question, and I get it, we live in the filter world. People don't look like their actual picture. So men's big focus on dating apps is always, every single one of them almost, do you actually look like your picture? I want you to prove it.
Oh, I would think the same way too. I mean,
I
look at it.
understand thinking of it, but straight up being like, hey,
Do
I
you-
want to FaceTime with you, or I want to go on Snapchat so I can make sure that like
Do you think though that like the Snapchat's weird? If like they're just looking to like FaceTime to make sure you're who you say you are, but like Phil, do you feel like you're catfished a lot on dating apps, or like I know you're not on
I
them all the
wouldn't
time?
say
but
like I've never had like real.
have you met anyone from a dating app?
No, absolutely. Like, I didn't even want to go that far. No, I didn't want. No, because I got discouraged because as soon as I signed up, like before I even put like a finish the whole freaking profile, then the picture, I think I uploaded. Actually, my daughter helped me upload it.
Oh, that's
Pretty
cute.
sad. But she uploaded,
that's
and
sad.
then next
I think
thing
it's
you
cute.
know, I got like 3 smiley faces from 3 different girls, and I'm like, hey, I didn't even freaking finish anything here. How the heck you know you like me? Like, and then I looked, and then I went in and looked at him like, get the heck out of here. You don't even know who I am. And I replied to one of them, and then like 3 days later, they replied, I'm like, yeah, I can't do this shit.
So you would rather be able to meet someone in person, figure out who they're about in like the first 5 to 10 minutes face to face, and figure out if you want to go somewhere
See
instead
if
of
you actually have that little instant
spark
connection
or-
or
yeah.
something, you know. It's like, you know, for guys, I think I'm speaking for myself. Once you have a little conversation, there's certain things that you can, you know, tell by the
Oh, I
female
agree.
part. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do their hair, they certain way they smile, they cock their head a little bit, and you know exactly what, you know, the sign you're getting.
right.
On the freaking picture, you don't get shit.
That's
know,
funny.
and
I've
then
never
they-
thought
and then-
about that, but you
And
are
then
right.
it goes back
There are
to,
cues if
and
someone's
then-
like
yep.
into talking to you. or
Yeah.
not.
And then
yeah,
it goes back to her. It's like, do I ask for photo instantly? Like, at what point do I ask like for like I don't know. Maybe like I said, I might Google it and the certain steps I should do online. I have no idea.
I just wouldn't. Have to.
Do you want to Google how to online date?
Yeah.
No,
I feel like
Like,
that could
step
be
by
a
step?
fun little, you know.
I guess we could, but like, there's no.
I don't think it's rhyme or reason.
my why I stopped. It started to. I realized like, and I've probably done this too. It makes humans feel super disposable. Because if you don't like someone and you go out with them, or it doesn't work out, or you never go out with them, you don't feel bad about treating them the way you wouldn't treat someone you know in your normal life, because you just go back to the app and you keep swiping. And you never have to talk to them again. You can block them. It gives like, it very like dehumanizes people.
But like, can't you do that if you meet them in person? Like,
You
Phil, have
could.
you ever like gone out to a bar and like met someone and then like, hey, I like you tonight, but like tomorrow I'll be like, I don't really know, and like not call them again?
Well,
Or,
I
like,
guess my experience is if you actually met somebody at the bar, let's say, first time I met with you, even
Yeah.
with a group of people, if I constantly go up to you, have a conversation, if after 10 minutes, you keep turning away, I get the message.
You're,
Yeah,
you're getting the body language.
It's a
if
more
I
natural
if
way,
I ask
yeah.
you a question, you give me like a one-word answer, just like my kid does. You get the point. I mean, unless you're an ass and you keep going at
Well, I
it,
am an ass.
you're an ass, and then you're only at the end of the day is you're not gonna get anywhere.
Right.
So after a few questions, after a few minutes, is if you keep giving me the one-word answer, I get the picture. It's like, all right, I'll move on. There's no connection. You don't, I'm not attracted to you. Like, all good.
Yeah. Okay.
But on the thing, I don't know, maybe on the app, I just don't know how to get that. And then for myself is to a certain point, okay, how many times do I have to say hello? How many times do I have to say something about your picture before I give up? Or I don't feel bad about myself. It's like, am I a freaking psycho here? Keep asking the same freaking question on the same picture?
Yeah. No, and then you get like fatigue too, because it's exhausting to like.
I don't want to date.
Think
like,
about
I'm
having.
so grateful.
Think about having
I'm...
like conversations in real life, in your everyday life, about where are you from, what do you do for work, what's your favorite color, do you have kids, do you want to get married? It's all the same questions over and over, and you have to ask these questions to know if you're compatible with someone.
Right.
But like, it's draining. And then if you have like, you're on the app and you have like multiple conversations going, you're just like, fuck it. Like at some point I like give up, but I'm just like, I can't do it. It's too much. It's like could be like a full-time job easily.
Oh, easily. I mean, they ask you the same question. It's like, what's your perfect date? I'm like, depends who you're with.
What is your perfect date,
What is your perfect date, Phil?
My answer is depends who I'm with, who I want to go out with, and like, what's my ideal of that person.
Do you like a beach picnic?
Hell no. Like, seriously?
Beach picnic? I don't know. I feel like this Brittany is very telling that she has not dated in a while.
No, I haven't, and I don't want to.
But you met Mark on an app, didn't you?
We did. We met on an app. I don't remember which one. But I didn't think it was a date. So like
this genius thought it was a business date.
So his line
the poor thing thinks he's on a real date, and Brittany's like, so what do you do for business? You want to like
No, he had reached out and he was like, I see you're in real estate.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like anything real estate, I'm like salivating over. And I'm like, okay. So we went to Rustic Kitchen and I'm like, oh, okay, so tell me about, and he's like, it's a date. Like, so
good for him too.
But like, so yeah, no, I don't want to date. There's no way. Like if it doesn't work out between him and I, like I'm going to live forever in like.
You're gonna live with me and my cats?
No, like I'm no.
Why not?
No, because you're gonna find the love of your life.
No.
And Mark and I are working out. No, but like I could never date again. Like there's just no way. It was difficult 4 or 5 years ago. I can't imagine doing it now. Like. There's just no way.
It's horrifying.
Yeah. So,
but it's fun though. I can tell you that.
And parts of it are fun.
It's definitely fun when you actually, have that conversation with a person that you don't know, and then next thing you know, you strike up a conversation. 3 drinks later, you're all laughing at the bar. It's great. It's a great feeling. But to get to that point, and then I mean, like I don't even know how to do that online. I really don't. So I think my personal experience, I keep it the old-fashioned way. I mean, I just have to spend all my money at the bar.
So I didn't hear, but we'll tie it back into like real estate and mortgages. But I saw something online that loan officers and real estate agents are using dating apps, whether they're married or unmarried, to get business. Like people are searching for people that are newly separated or things like that to try to drum up business. Have you? Do you
remember the one time that I did that?
No.
When I went out with the real estate agent, the golf.
Yes.
I guess I can tell the story.
Yes, you can tell the story.
Right, I have a good story.
Just don't use any names.
I had never even heard of that. Sounds
So
like
I was like, you know what? Twofold. I'm gonna use this for dating, but I'm also gonna use it for business because, like, you see what people do, and I've noticed there was a ton of real estate agents, and I'm like, so I made a deal with myself. Like,
well,
if
before
I
you even start, does that mean something that the real estate and the mortgage business is all messed up? All these single people around?
no, we're not analyzing that.
I think historically, like I haven't pulled the
like, is
data,
that-
Phil, but I can definitely pull the data
That's
and
pretty
see, you know,
scary.
what the
I mean, we work 24/7. We never know if we're getting paid. We're totally insane.
you have to be
I don't know why
insane to be
nobody
in-
wants to be with us.
Now I feel bad for myself. Jesus Christ. Wow.
Okay, so my story.
Okay.
Went out
back
with
to
this
the
guy who was a
story.
real estate agent, talked to him for a little bit, and it was like, it was a date, but like, it was also, we talked about business like a lot. So I went out on the date with him. God bless him. He was fine, whatever. But we go to a place that had like a driving range,
Mhm.
a restaurant that has a driving range. People probably know this, but so I get there and there's a bucket of balls set up at the table. And I was like, "Ah, okay, fine. So I'm like, oh, what's that? And he's like, oh, we're gonna hit some balls. I'm like, okay, can we like eat first? So we have drinks, we eat. And usually, like, you know, at the end of a date, you know the date's the end when someone says, if you were like, hey, Nicole, do you want another drink? And I say no, you know that we're ending
Oh, it's
because I'm not
all
drinking
over.
anymore.
All
We had
over.
already eaten food. And then so I did not order another drink. He ordered another drink. And I'm like, okay, cool. So
Like a water, anything.
I think I like at that point like had to get
You
a
have
water
to get
because
something.
I'm like, okay.
Just to be nice.
So I'm like,
Like
yeah, I'm like
water.
talking. And then he's like, it's like, oh, well, we have to hit these balls now. And I think he had some like dream in his head that he was going to like teach me how to play golf and it was going to be like
Yeah,
cute
wrap
and
his hand
romantic.
around your body and then show you how to hit it.
Bingo.
This literally happened.
Oh shit!
So I go, okay. I was like, how many balls are in there? And he goes, 70. And I'm like ready to leave.
70 bowls.
70 balls.
You got the
So then
biggest
he was
bucket.
doing this thing that he's like stretching on my back, like while I'm sitting in the chair.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh, you can go. And then I'm like, and then he's like, okay, well, can I teach you? I was like, I've been to a driving range before. I know how to hit golf balls. And he's like, so you're gonna do some? I did like 5 because I wanted to get them going. And then I SOS'd our friend to come get me.
yes.
Oh, yeah,
That is
yes.
the one and only time I've ever
Wow.
done that.
Yes.
Because I was so
I do
annoyed and
remember
I
this
thought it
now.
was so rude the way he like just didn't take the cue that like I was done and I didn't want to be rude. So then she pretended to bump into us. And then he hit all 70 golf balls while I sat there and it was freezing cold out and we were outside.
That sucks.
And then I left.
So do you pay? So you pay attention to those cues when people like?
Yeah.
Oh
have
yeah,
to.
you have to. I mean, like you don't want to
can't-
be rude, and then on the same token, if I don't want to carry the conversation anymore, just like she did, yeah, I'm done. Like after one drink, yeah. you
Well, and I drove
That's
like a
pretty
half an
much-
hour. So I was like, I'm
yeah.
not going to drink more. I have like a half an hour drive.
Right.
Legit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to get another one. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you come up with an stupid excuse. It's just like, you know what? I gotta go. Gotta pick up my kids. I gotta go walk my dog, which I just got a dog. So I can use that
did get
excuse.
a dog.
Tell us
Yeah.
about
Tell
your
us about the
dog.
dog, because that's like a huge, like, I don't know,
It's a
For-
life
but
milestone.
also for like dating. I feel like girls like dogs.
Well, here's the
You thought
thing.
about that?
I'll give you like a quick version of when I get the dog.
Okay.
Like the
Who is the dog?
day.
What is the dog? What's the
The
dog's
dog
name?
is her name is Gracie.
Gracie.
2 years old. I got adopted from the Brockton Animal Shelter.
Oh, that's nice.
So I'll give you a quick version of the day that I decided to get the dog and the day of getting the dog.
Okay.
So little off track here. So before I get the dog, I went out just like my usual thing, and then I got into trouble, and then I haven't been home, and then to a point it's like, you know what?
Do you wanna talk about
I
what
need
trouble you get into?
responsibilities. My kids, both of my kids are grown up. I was like, you
Okay.
know what? When I look at my trunk of my car, I'm like, this is bad. I have a go bag. Like seriously, I
Okay,
have
what is in your go bag? We need to clarify
like
what's in the
2 sets of
trunk.
clothes, changing clothes.
Okay.
So
like
he
the
doesn't have
work
to go
clothes,
home.
so I don't have
Yeah.
to go home.
Okay.
Then that's how I've been living for the last, I don't know.
So let me just. Do you own a home?
I do own a home.
He has a
Do,
home.
do, we, do we need to sell the home and get you a rental? Because I can
No,
help with that.
I can rent my own home.
Okay.
No,
Okay, so
it's
finish.
just like,
Yes. So then he
so
got the dog.
basically, I bring clothing just knowing the fact that I can just go out. Like I'm
You don't have to.
extremely spontaneous.
Yep.
When I decide to do something, I just do it.
We call you Fun Phil.
Yeah, so that's
Fun
why
Phil.
you said, hey, you got to give me more advances on these things. I don't do that. I don't. Really
Yeah, he always
plan.
asks me to do cool stuff, but it's at the last
Last
minute. And I'm like,
minute. Yeah.
I can't go right now.
Because he's just,
I wanna go
he's
right
just
now.
Just me.
deciding.
But I
Well,
can't go right
anyway.
now.
So I said, you know what? Before I kill myself, the way that I'm living, I need some responsibility. But I always loved dog, and we
Mhm.
adopted one with my ex-wife years ago.
Okay.
So I said, you know what? Let's go online and then look at the dog. And then I saw one, and then Gracie's on the with the big ass alarm thing. Say, hey, we need help. She's been adopted twice, return, and because she's not used to other animals and blah blah blah.
So
blah.
she needed a very specific home.
Correct.
Okay.
So I called and said, hey, is Gracie still available? She goes, yep, but you need to do the online application. Like literally.
They ask a
on
lot.
They
Yeah.
ask
They
a
asked a lot.
lot.
I jumped
I've
in
quit
3
like
minutes
3
later. I
times.
called them back and said, hey, did you get my online application? I was at work. She goes, yep, we got it. When would you like to come in? I'm like, when's available? So come into I think it was either the same day or the next day.
Okay.
Actually, the next morning. And I went in, and she goes, let's come in, do a little meet and greet and all that kind of stuff. They asked me like a ton of questions.
Mhm.
She goes, well, one specific thing is this dog cannot do well. It will not do well with other animals. Do you have any other animals? And then me being Phil, crazy Phil, and said, no, I'm the besides, no, what did I say? She goes, do you have any animals at home? I said, besides me, no.
Knew that was coming.
So she just stared at me, and I'm like, it's kind of funny.
She didn't find your humor.
She did not. I said, okay.
You're like, so am I getting the dog?
Yeah, so
Right.
like that was in my head. And then she goes, all right, we're going to bring Gracie out. And then Gracie came along, and then she explained to us she's all potty trained, and you can have this room. Before she even finished the sentence, she peed right in front of me.
She was
I go, that's potty trained. I go, that's potty trained.
Yeah,
I
she
said,
was
Claiming her
claiming, she was
territory.
claiming
she,
Phil.
she was embarrassed, and then I said, that's okay. You can give us the
The
room.
dog was embarrassed, or the
No, the lady.
The
Okay.
lady, the
Okay.
lady was embarrassed, and then I said, "Okay, just give us the room and see how it is." 20 minutes later, she came back. And then she thinks I'm gonna leave because literally the dog started chewing, pee in front of me, and
Yeah,
all
it's
that
a
kind
dog.
of stuff.
It's a
Yep,
dog.
it's a
And
dog.
if the dog's a trauma
And
at this
then
point.
and then she goes, we can set up another time for another meet and greet. I said, no, it's okay. And I said, what time do you close today? She goes, 6. I said, can I just pick her up at 5?
Aw.
That's awesome.
And then, long story short, I picked her up at 5, and then basically in my head I said, "Please give me the dog." Actually, I need her more than she needs me.
Right.
That's
So
how that's how you get a pet though.
Yeah, because I can actually go home at certain hours and make sure that she's fed and she, walk the
Yeah,
dog.
you
I
were
have
good
to
when we
like
went
that.
out. You're like, nope, I gotta go.
Yeah,
That's awesome. So
yeah.
it's giving you responsibility, and
Yeah,
it's,
which I need in life.
Good.
Right now, yeah.
Well, and like not to get like too sappy, but like having pets gets you through as a human.
right.
Like if I didn't have Simon, my cat, it sounds crazy, but like through the darkest time, like
right.
there was times that if he was not there, like bad.
Yeah, I
just
mean, I
bad.
get up
Yeah.
at this.
They give
They
purpose.
sense when you're upset. They know,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
make you keep going. You have to take care of them.
right.
and
They give
yeah.
you purpose when you need it.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
how long have you had Gracie?
3 months, 2 months, 3 months, 3 months now. Yeah, I think
That's
it's
That's a
3
good
awesome.
months.
relationship.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
That's
longest.
long.
No, I
Yeah,
didn't say
that's
that.
long.
No, I did not say that.
I will be
What
honest.
did-
The longest thing I've done is do this podcast. So
I said that last night to someone. I was like, 17 episodes is like,
right. It's
Wow.
17 weeks. we've been
besides a
doing
job,
this.
that's the longest
Right.
Well,
I've. Yeah, we're having a
congratulations,
kid.
ladies.
That's it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's super cool.
And
So
you love her. You're in love with her. You guys like buddies.
I mean, we're friends. I mean, I don't even know the word love is.
oh my
I mean,
god.
How do you define that? You define it.
No.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
I don't want you to die. That's all I got right now. For,
I think,
for love, I
think
don't
the
want
amount
you
of
to
trauma
die.
we've all been through in our lives. It's different for everyone.
I don't want you to
Um,
die.
Yeah. No.
I mean, you asked me that last time when we went out,
We
have a few
did.
drinks, and you goes, have you met the love of your life? Or have you ever met the love of like? How do you like? I actually instantly say no, but like what
Yeah.
is?
I don't think you can define love as like love is. I think love is shown through being there every day and choosing to show up and choosing to do what is right.
Yeah, it is a choice.
It's a
100%.
choice. Like choosing to love is what love is.
Well, and like
I don't
when,
think
yeah,
it's
when you're
like-
younger, you think it's like this like fluffy feeling.
You-
and it's
yeah.
blah, blah. At the older I get, I realize that's not what it is.
right. Like
Damn, I've been chasing that all my life.
yeah, I mean because like the
Damn it. I'm doing it wrong.
I'm glad we had this talk.
right. No, I think love is definitely something that like you can't see and that you're just working towards it or working for instead of like the butterflies. The butterflies come and go. It's, being there through the hard times and through the difficult times and still showing up.
Butterflies are good.
Oh, you have to have them too.
You
but,
have
like,
to have them.
Yeah.
And
it's not like the only thing.
right. Like if you're just chasing the butterflies, you're not going to find
The permanent.
the permanence,
Yeah.
right?
Wow. This has been
We
very
got really deep.
This has been very therapeutic.
Wow.
This could be our deepest
Whoa,
episode ever.
Right.
So on that note, what else do you do besides barely dating?
Barely dating. You have a dog now, and
I
you
have a dog.
What else? Is that it?
No, I
You have
work.
like super cool kids. They're
Oh,
beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
and
yes,
then,
your
yeah.
daughter just graduated, correct?
Yes, she did. Yep, she just graduated from college.
That's
so
amazing.
she's,
That's a great
next
accomplishment.
chapter with on her life. So best of luck, best wishes for her. Other than that, mostly just go out and drink and eat. Well, when I say drink is not like getting
Right.
pounded in.
No.
I do like to go different restaurants because I love to eat.
Mhm.
And
Oh yeah, love good food for sure.
I love good food. I love sitting in the bar, just try a bunch of appetizers with good friends, and
Yeah.
That's awesome.
that's what I do a
Yeah,
lot.
that's what we do.
A lot.
So if people want to go hang out with you at a restaurant and try appetizers and food, where can they find you? Or if they want to get a mortgage
But what's
with
your
you,
favorite? Yeah.
right? Like how can they get in touch with you?
Oh, for mortgages, yeah.
Yeah.
You can just give your email or whatever you want to give if you want to.
Cell email. I don't know what's better.
Whatever you prefer. We do this with everybody.
With
like,
everybody, right?
Usually
So,
we talk
like,
about business a little more, or it's a small business like a bakery or something like that. So we always say like, "Hey, how do people find you?"
yeah. Like, are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? Are you?
That's funny you asked. I just got on, but I don't know how to use it.
Great.
I
So do you know what your handle is?
Well,
Okay, so we
well,
will get
hold on,
back
hold
to
on, hold on.
people.
No, hold on 1 second. I do have them. I do look at it when I'm bored, but I don't do any of that stuff because I have a processor that does everything for me.
Okay.
So when you ask me how to track me down on Facebook,
So
I don't know.
let's ask this question then.
Oh boy. Okay.
What is the name of the company and what town is it in?
There's
that
Guild Mortgages in Plymouth, Mass.
Perfect. So
Yes.
if you're looking for a mortgage and want to go through Phil, you're going to go to Guild
Oh,
Mortgage
just
in
call me
Plymouth.
339-235-0233. Text
Oh.
me, call me, whatever that,
Awesome.
Maybe you'll get a
that's
date.
Maybe.
I would love to. Actually, you know what? Don't call it a date. Just hang out.
Just hang out.
Just hang
Yeah.
out.
Just hang out.
Who cares about a date? Well, we do,
Perfect.
but don't make it into like too crazy about it or too much pressure. Or just
No,
just to
it's
hang
right.
out,
Just hang out.
couple of drinks. And when is this being
Next week.
next week or what?
Next Tuesday it'll
next
air.
Tuesday? Oh, damn it! I was gonna say I'm gonna be at Salt on Monday. I usually go there Monday.
I thought we were going there Monday. I thought we were having lunch together.
We haven't decided where we're gonna go yet.
Well, no, you just did.
Yeah, we're going to Salt.
So if
Now
you
we're
guys
going to
gonna go,
Salt.
maybe my future date won't show up.
Where, Marshall?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, great. So we're only good if he. Great.
Yeah.
Well, Phil,
No.
thank you for joining us
No,
today.
thank you.
We
It was fun.
appreciate
It was
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Can we
Fun,
go
Phil.
drink? Can we go drink now?
Episode 18 down. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.